Ben Sansone, injury attorney with Sansone Lauber. So you're in a car crash and you find out the other driver, they don't have insurance. This actually happens fairly often. So what do? Well, there's several other avenues. One of them being you may have what's called uninsured motorist coverage. Uninsured motorist coverage is a mandatory type of auto insurance coverage that's on every policy in Missouri and most states. So if you had auto insurance and the other person did not have auto insurance, you have a claim through what's called uninsured motorist coverage through your own policy. Essentially, your insurance company steps over into the shoes of the insurance company that should have been there for the other driver. Then everything else is the same as far as making a claim: pain and suffering, medical bills, lost time from work, rental vehicle, repair. When does this happen? Well, obviously, it happens when you're in a crash and the other person doesn't have insurance. Their policy expired, they just never had a policy. But it also applies when you can't identify who the at fault party is. A hit and run where you can't identify, you don't get a license plate number. Or let's say you're on the highway and there's debris falls out of the back of a truck, a pickup truck, a piece of construction equipment, and it hits your vehicle. Or we've had cases where things fall out of the back of trucks, bounce off the road and hits the windshield, causing injury, and you're never going to find who that person was. Those are all situations where you have an uninsured motorist claim. Additionally, you also may have what's called underinsured motorist coverage. So if the person that hit you or caused your injury has a low level of insurance, you may have on your policy what's called underinsured motorist coverage, which adds additional coverage. A lot of times my clients will ask me, well, can we go directly after the party even if they don't have insurance? Because understandably, you're upset they caused the injury and they were irresponsible, they didn't have insurance. Yes, we can do that as well. And that's something that's negotiated with the uninsured motorist carrier as far as how we go after them is what's called subrogation. And that's a detailed conversation that we can certainly have. But the most important thing is to contact us, to act fast, because we want to make sure you get the best medical treatment possible. For one, to get your health back to 100%, and also to have the strongest injury claim possible, whether it's against another person's auto insurance or the UM or uninsured motorist coverage in your case.